From the heart of Moonshine Country comes a podcast so irreverent it'll make your grouchy grandma blush. The Overland Bonfire from Blue Ridge Overland Gear. Podcast about vehicle camping, overland gear, and long tangents about food. I'm hungry.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Overland Bonfire. I'm CT.
I'm Rick.
I'm still Matt.
We're wearing the same clothes as last time.
I mean, this is day 4, so...
I like this shirt, okay.
Or we just recorded it.
Shirts.
Welcome back to the Overland Bonfire podcast, brought to you by Blue Ridge Overland Gear. We got some recommendations for some topics, and our dear friend, Matt Wilson, gave us one that had nothing to do with overlanding, but it seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to play a quick game of Would You Rather, where we each present 2 options, and then we will go through those.
We're completely unprepared because I have nothing. So let's.
You know us. You've got 40 minutes before we get to you.
Okay. All right. Let's.
Yeah. The idea being that we'll make it kind of overland themed. So I have a vague idea. So let's say, would you rather go on a 2-week trip out west, and while you're in the backcountry, so there is no resupply? Would you rather have 1 pair of socks or your fridge die?
Oh my god. Wow.
Should I go first or last? We didn't.
That's painful. No fridge. I think I'm gonna go 1 pair of socks.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna, as long as it's not in the winter.
Yeah. See, that's the thing.
There's a caveat to it. If it's not in the winter, I'm gonna go 1 pair of socks. If it's in the winter, then I want my fucking socks, and my fridge. I'll stack my shit in the tree outside.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
I see that I'm not the only one that socks are pretty high up on my list. Like when I was doing more ultralight backpacking, by God, I'd take a pair of sleeping socks, but may not take long pants. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
no, right.
yeah.
Socks would check my
Or
boxes.
my stove was essentially a Bic lighter with a zip tie on it, but I'm still taking sleep socks.
I think I'm in a pretty similar boat. It depends on what I packed for food. Like if everything important was in the fridge and it's all about to spoil and go rancid on me, and I'm trying to have a 2-week trip, that would be really bad.
No, you're gonna have. I mean, you couldn't have 2 weeks of food in a fridge anyway, so you're gonna have some dry food, non-refrigerated stuff.
Yeah.
And drinks. I can drink something warm.
100%. Yeah, I'm just saying I would go if there's at least 7 months of the year that I would choose socks, and
Yeah.
the other 5 is.
I think I have to. Yeah, I think
5 months a year I would choose socks, and
Yeah.
7 months a year I'd choose fridge.
I think I do need to go with socks because,
military's
Mountain
right.
House is only good for so long, right?
Yeah.
Not
Like
for
the
2
military's
weeks.
right. Change your socks. It'll get better.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Do we have another one? Do you have another one?
Oh gosh, I thought we were just gonna do. That was quick. We did burn through those. Okay.
So what I've got so far is: would you rather go camping with no food or no shelter?
Oh God, no food. I mean, first off, I'll
How
find food.
first off?
Let's say for 2 days.
Oh,
What do I have with me? See, that's
let's
the
say you
problem
have
with this, right?
Yeah,
Like,
let's say you have a good knife.
Oh.
And some wire.
oh.
Then. First off, I'm gonna go with no food, and then I'm gonna get food.
Right. That's what.
Yeah.
Wire and a knife.
Enough that you could make some shelter or you could make some food, what would you rather be without?
I can make both without either, but yeah. No, palatable food, but no, I mean, I'll find something to eat.
I mean, for 2 days,
Yeah, plus for 2 days, I'll just lay there.
Yeah.
Is it like,
Maybe it needs to be a week. I don't know. Help me out. Make it better.
$500 if he doesn't, have any food. Man, I'm gonna find a root ball, throw some leaves on it, and crawl in there, and I'll see you.
I do not have the bushcraft skills that you have.
No,
I for sure can find a rock to
yeah.
to shelter under or something.
I feel pretty good. Like with leaves and sticks, like I could make shelter even in pretty cold conditions, even if I just had to pile up leaves and jump in.
Yeah, no.
But I'm not very adept at making traps and stuff. I only know a teensy little bit.
Yeah, funnel trapping. Rick and I spent 2 days trapping a couple mice a few weeks ago.
Update on that. How's the mice entrapment been going?
Oh no,
no, this was it.
This was in the camper.
This was in the camper.
Oh, the different experience.
The Moore Expo.
Yeah.
We were
Matt's camper
live trapping. We were live trapping some mice.
Matt's camper had been moved in a little bit, and the first one we actually saw literally after we pulled in and like moved a box and he ran away. And we're like, oh, we're here a few days. We can't have this. So like it literally was like 10 seconds with a knife and a Gatorade bottle, a little duct tape to keep the funnel apart, made him a little tunnel or a little ramp up to it, dropped a few potato chips strategically, and he was in it like that.
Yeah, in a matter of like minutes.
Wow.
It was done.
Yeah.
We had caught him and then released him back to the wild.
Yeah, and then
And somebody else's camper now, I'm sure.
Yeah, he's somebody else's problem. Yeah, opened up some.
Well, we didn't do that. It was a tent.
Jump out
it
the
was
window.
a zipper and it was a tent.
Yeah. And it was 2 a.m.
They'll never know.
No. I mean, the thing is, like with food, you can live a while comfortably, no, but without shelter, even like tonight, like if you were like just lay on the ground, man, it's gonna suck.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's one.
And you can forage for so much.
Yeah.
I mean, you can forage for enough calories to get through a few days without a fight. I mean, and I got enough to burn. I've got.
And even then with like water, you just find a source of water. I mean, you're going to have like terrible diarrhea later, but just drink it then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. You can take dewormer then later down the road. Yeah.
But if you ever do drink like a significant amount of wild water, go get a parasite test. I had a buddy that
Ooh.
He did the first part of that equation, went out the second, and he had a rough couple of months, and then finally was like, I should go to the doctor. It was like, yes, you should.
It doesn't take me months. It takes me like a rough week before I'm at the doctor.
Yeah, they thought he developed Crohn's. It was that bad.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. His parasite load just got too high.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like the sheep.
Yeah. So, all right, let's think something rig specific.
Well, while you think about that, I come up with something. Would you rather camp on a mountaintop or by the ocean or a water feature?
Oh, that's a less like painful one.
Mountaintop or water feature or ocean?
Or
we gotta distinguish the two because you can
there's
get
a
both
big
in one pretty easy. I mean, you can go camp by Arrowhead Lake and some of that stuff. That's like
high.
high mountain waters.
Okay, I guess it has to be ocean then.
Oh, the mountains.
Yeah.
There's not even a thought.
Okay.
Every once in a while, like I enjoy the beach, but like camping on the beach, man, I don't even know how there is a beach because where people camp because you bring so much sand back.
I can appreciate it about once every 3 or 4 years, and then I remember why I don't go.
Yeah, the last time I actually camped on the beach, like rooftop tent truck, I remember waking up one morning, and like doing that, and there was sand in my teeth, and I couldn't figure out how.
I like the hills and woods better anyway.
Yeah.
It's just if I have a choice, it's always the hills and woods.
So we've got mountain. CT, how about you?
Probably mountain. Yeah.
All right, so
if I like the beach a lot, I'd live there.
Yeah.
there's a reason I live in the sticks now.
Yeah.
I like the sticks.
Like big cities, fun to visit on the city.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah.
I don't even need to visit them.
I mean, like Roanoke. Like
Roanoke's the big city.
yeah.
That's a solid once a year trip for me. So
Okay, I got another one. I'm on a roll here. 1 month, only MREs or mountain house. You choose.
Technically, it depends on the mountain house, but I'm gonna go with mountain house. If it's there's a couple mountain house ones that I won't make in a month. I would do better foraging.
Oh no, there's a couple mountain house. I'm pretty sure you'll die.
Yeah.
The beef and macaroni thing. Oh God.
There's a chili mac one that tried to kill me once.
Yeah, chili mac.
It tried to kill me. Yeah. It's been a long time. But
if I had to eat that 3 days in a row, I would probably just not eat.
I had distinct memories of I should be live trapping small mice.
Now on that note, I will say
them on a stick.
The Peak brand refuel or whatever they're called. I have not had one yet that I don't like, but they have got some just really fantastic like pasta and chili type dishes in those. And without the side effects, I think we're all referencing.
I think I would go MREs just because I've eaten a lot of MREs and I've only eaten a little bit of Mountain House. So like, ups and downs, but I kind of know roughly what I'm getting.
Yeah. And there's another technicality, like the whole MRE or just the entree, because otherwise I would definitely just be like having M&Ms for breakfast.
Oh yeah. Like the crackers with the cheese. I'm like, I actually enjoy that.
Yeah.
Cheese.
Yeah.
For those of you listening, air quotes. Cheese-like product.
Cheese food product.
So you fly into let's say somewhere really cool. You're gonna do Black Bear Pass, and you had a rig lined up. but you get to where you were going to get it in the rental place messed up, and they only have 2 options. Okay. They have, sorry, I'm fiddling. They have a Toyota Camry.
Have you been to Black Bear?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Just making sure.
Oh, no. This is like, what are you going to attempt it in?
Okay, yeah.
Or a bone stock single cab GMC. Like, no lift, 2-wheel drive. Oh, wait, no. Back up. A Subaru Outback or the truck. Because then you've got all-wheel drive versus...
So I was going to say, because the Camry,
Two-wheel.
you just won't get that far. I think you high center and you're done. You high center on some of the early ledges.
I thought you were
going to
go schooly.
Or somewhere like that. Maybe not necessarily Black Bear, but like it's going to be a bad day in either.
I mean, honestly, I don't know that Black Bear is a good example. I think that assuming you can get assuming that you could get the Subaru not high, you could keep it from getting high centered, which is a fight on some of those.
Yeah.
That would be my go-to because I think it would manage the sort of heavy downhill, oh God, I'm going to land in town or, I'm passing the power station and I'm going to, I think it manages that better.
Versus something that weighs nothing in the rear end. And
right.
Yeah.
That would be my fear, that the weight in the rear end would be a complete flipping crisis. I mean, my truck is, not particularly great, just due to the light, the rear end's light enough and the front is plenty heavy between the bumper and the winch, and it could switch ends if you weren't careful with it.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think I'd rather take a Subaru just about anywhere that you would normally want a larger 4x4 versus a 2-wheel drive truck that's got nothing going except for bad habits in the back.
Yeah, bad habits in the back. Yeah.
Okay, so you're going on an overland trip for 2 weeks, and you get a companion. And you have 2 choices. One is someone who's a total snowflake, influencer wannabe, just liability. And the other one is somebody who is just, they're 100% right about everything. And they just believe that they know how to do it all. And they're going to talk your ear off.
How far and how long and where are we at? I need a little more context again.
Are you dropping a body? Because that's what I was.
That's where I was headed. Yeah,
you just wandered off.
I just need to know.
I heard in the middle of the night I've got to go to the bathroom. And I haven't seen it in 3 days.
Right.
Yeah.
If it's in the flat and there's less there's less opportunities to fall and die. It's hard. It's a tough choice. If it's a place where there's a lot of elevation and some big drops, then either one doesn't matter. I can make room for
make it look like an accident pretty easy.
No, I don't know. I mean, I can not hear a lot of things.
Okay.
I mean, I can goes on in my head a lot. So there's enough shit going on in there that I can keep everything.
I do like this idea, but I'm gonna go a little more maybe figurative. All right. Our recent trip, 14 hours out, 14 hours back.
Uh-huh.
Michael Scott from The Office or...
Oh. That's like the cringiest person from the cringiest show on the planet.
I
love The Office, but let's continue.
Yeah. Or... God, I'm trying to think of like another generalization.
Oh God, it needs to be like Dwight Schrute or Nick Offerman in Parks and Rec. I mean, like.
Oh no, that would be easy.
Yeah, Nick Offerman.
Yeah.
But I mean, Dwight actually would be pretty entertaining, right?
Yeah,
that's true.
And he has some skills, so I mean, I totally could get. But
those beet farmers go hard.
Yeah, Mulder from X-Files.
Oh, Michael Scott. Easy.
I never watched X-Files. So.
All right, we're gonna pause.
Recess, while CT watches the X-Files.
Yeah. I was thinking we had a cliff in the back. That's not what we did.
Yeah, I would go with Michael too. As much as I love X-Files, I don't know if I would want to be trapped in a vehicle with Mulder.
I think Michael Scott's funny as shit. So
yeah.
At least I would be entertained.
Yeah, situational humor where Mulder would probably just like at hour 28, you would be really ready to not see that guy's face anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
And I mean, come on, you could be doing parkour or God only knows what en route. You know what I mean?
Yeah. CT, you got any more?
I was thinking about different types of breakdowns that can happen.
Oh.
You lose a tire at 45.
Or you lose one 2 days out into the woods.
No, I'd take 2 days out in the woods.
Really?
Oh, 100%. Because the likelihood of me killing somebody else with said flying tire on the highway is really high, and I can walk out 2 days.
Yeah. I was just watching a video the other day of like just this little bitty car going past a big old truck, and the truck loses a tire and it just flings under the car.
The Kia Soul, yeah.
Just airborne instantly.
Ejects that Kia Soul.
Hey, having watched one go down the road from your vehicle at 60 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And on the
I don't know
road,
how you came out of that unscathed, and the vehicle was unscathed too.
Me being unscathed wasn't a problem. It was the 100 and some odd pound projectile that I just launched onto the fucking road.
Did it go into oncoming traffic?
I mean, there wasn't traffic, thank God. But yeah, it crossed the median. I mean, it crossed the median probably 10 to 15 feet in the air.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I mean, right after Easter.
And like, literally was like, I had to get a ride back. Like,
oh, wow.
I walked so far from the truck to get it. Like, I don't even know. It must have been 3 miles. It probably wasn't. But I mean, it seemed like it was forever. And I watched it roll down the road, like, in pure panic. Sheer, oh my God. Once I realized what had happened.
If you've never seen
Once I realized it was from my car.
Yeah.
Because it took a second to put all that together. Like, oh, that tire's flat. The tire's gone. You know?
No, I saw one come off of a rollback wrecker on 40 coming through outside of Asheville a couple weeks ago. And him slowing down and getting over, I looked, and you're not kidding. It had bounced, and it was easily 6 feet above the roof of the wrecker.
Oh, yeah.
And when it hit, it was zipping.
Yeah.
And I got out. I was like kind of beside him when it happened.
Oh.
I got out of the way, and in the rearview mirror, watched it take every lane in the interstate. Just like it was just going diagonal, and people just split.
Yeah, I know, that's exactly. Yeah, no, it was horrifying. Anyway, sorry.
So yeah, man, breakdowns like for that, like the worst one I've had is when we were trying to help get those kids unstuck in a thunderstorm at like midnight up until like 2 a.m, giving up. And then realizing the next morning when we got my truck out that I had cracked the radiator. That was pretty a self-defeating moment. So like that or like a tire coming off on the highway.
Oh, I know, radiator crack.
Yeah.
My fear of hurting somebody else is way too high. I'll go back and get the truck. I can walk out. It may suck, but I'm going to live through it.
And I mean, in that case, I wish I'd have hurt those kids instead of helping them. But yeah, that's a different story.
That's a different conversation.
Yeah. CT. So I mean, to give you an idea, like it was midnight. We tried to get them out, then got stuck. Tried to dig my truck out till 2 a.m. All of this in a thunderstorm. And then the next morning, finally walked out, found somebody to get my truck out and one of them, and we just left the other vehicle. And only to realize when starting mine that the radiator had cracked in the process. And then we like, this was 4.5, 5 hours away. Called a wrecker, called Brandy and Steven's wife Jordan. They came and got us. Like, it was a really long 24 hours. We finally got home at like midnight the next day.
Sorry, what was the question?
That or have a tire come off in traffic.
Oh, shit.
Tire in traffic. You don't want tire in traffic to come off.
I don't know.
Especially like a 35. Holy shit.
I don't know. If I don't die and don't kill anyone, I'll take the tire in traffic.
Oh, I mean, I feel like we're
That's
rolling
the
dice.
risk you gotta play, man.
Yeah, we don't have dice.
Yeah.
Those dice on the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so now I was thinking about like things left behind, because I left behind my entire clothes bag on a trip with Jason, and I was wearing the same socks, the same underwear for days. I was borrowing clothes from people. And that was
so what?
rough.
Okay. So what? That or what?
That or I'm trying to think of what else you forget, like your cell phone or something.
Fuck my phone.
Yeah, I mean it'll be all right.
Actually, wouldn't care about either.
Yeah,
I'm fine with this for a week.
Yeah,
okay.
Well, honestly, I was one time.
Especially if I'm in the woods, I care even less.
Yeah, and I actually rerouted just to get some T-shirts one time, just like to buy a couple T-shirts at like Dollar General. Like
That's fair.
Hanes T-shirts, like
Yeah. Whatever. I'd swap shit.
Even if
rinse it,
I'm
wish it
with
well.
other people, like yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't even cross my mind. It was a bad idea.
Well,
All right.
we don't need to belabor it. If you
One last one.
Okay.
because hopefully we've all been there to some extent. In camp at night, would you rather be you wake up to water pouring into your rooftop tent, camper, whatever, or be sleeping in a more exposed situation and have like you don't know what, but large mammals are obviously in camp? Because
I'll take large mammals.
Okay. Yeah, one of my best friends actually had some pigs come in on him in a solo like one man tent by himself. Like,
Can you just go straight bear? Bear comes into camp, bear attack.
Oh, actually, I'd rather have bear than pigs.
It depends on the bear, but
yeah, that's true. I mean, around here,
local bear, yeah,
local bear versus like a bunch of pigs.
Yeah, no, I'll take local bear. So I mean, that's kind of like the in an altercation, idea is it what is like a silverback gorilla versus a lion? Like what wins that? That's what I want to know. Like no, really, which one is it?
Oh, I mean,
gorilla versus a lion.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think just mano a mano, a silverback and your average African lion. I'd put my money on a silverback.
Yeah, I might too. It's like it depends on if the gorilla like grabbed a stick to
No.
with.
I mean,
I don't know.
If you've never seen videos of like primates fighting, there's a level of like intelligence and like grudge that you don't really get with the like predators. They're just killing to eat.
See, I think the cat is a professional. I think the gorilla
he knows where to bite and he's going to bite hard.
The gorilla's doing it for, reproduction or status, where the cat's doing it for a living. And I think the one who does it for a living's got the advantage.
And then you have the question of like, does the cat get the jump on it? Or is it just like they walk into the
I think they both walk into a bar and get it on. Yeah.
They have a stare down first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think big cat would be.
All right,
if anybody has any information on that, I really want to know.
If it's a toss up between bear attack and just completely flooded out camp,
bear
and stranded,
attack is different than what he said.
Yeah.
What he said was large mammal walks in. Okay, so we're talking black bear in Virginia. Yeah, I got bear spray and other tools that can make a bear leave.
I don't have all those tools. So as much as it would suck, I'd have to
spray.
go with getting flooded out.
You don't have bear spray or
I don't have any bear spray. I do have flares though.
Bear
I do have
road
flares.
Yeah,
that does.
Good. Okay. Bear spray or a flare, I'll get you.
Yeah.
All right.
Or bear spray and a flare.
Well,
or flare
and bear spray. Right. All of the above. Right.
I don't typically carry any weaponry with me. So.
But you do. You've got.
That's fair.
You don't have WD-40 and a lighter. Like, just saying. Starting fluid in a lighter. Bear spray.
I have some questions
and
about
a road
bear spray.
flare. Like I 100%. I was thinking the exact
when
same
the wind's right, we need to do something.
We're gonna do some testing. Yes, we're gonna see if we can double down on the.
Yeah.
I'm gonna siphon some gas. I'm gonna fire breathe and use my flare.
I will say that having had a camper like totally have a waterfall installed.
No, it's no good.
Yeah,
that's no good.
It is
waking up to Jesus
worst.
Raining hard in here.
That's not really what you want.
Yeah. On that trip with Jason, where the foam mattress in my little tent got pretty well damp, and then I was trying to like dry it out for days, and it just never quite got dry. That just sucked.
Does the Ark in Kentucky, does it really float? Would it really float, do you think?
Oh, it's like structure. I don't know. That'd be an interesting question.
The what now?
The Ark.
There's like a full-size Ark in Kentucky.
They built an actual scale Ark in Kentucky.
Oh, is that the whole like the Creation Museum with Ken Ham? That whole thing?
I guess. I don't
know.
I just know there's an Ark in Kentucky. I want to know, like, was this like really a preemptive strike? Like, No, I'm not kidding, right? Like, I mean, it kind of makes sense. Like,
that is
you
really
can't
good question.
It's really hard to just go build an Ark in your backyard, but if you made it a theme park and it floats,
and it happens to be an Ark with a door,
right? And maybe I need to build an Ark. Who knows? Maybe the flood's coming. Maybe I'm not thinking far enough ahead. My little paddle boat isn't gonna fucking get me very far. You know what I mean? Like, okay, so I got one: road flare or bear spray. Shit goes sideways. Which do you want more?
Should go sideways with a bear,
or with anything that you need to defend yourself from.
No.
Ooh.
I historically have to go with road flare.
Road flare has saved you more times than bear spray. I'm just curious.
And there's a psychological component to road flare. Like nobody wants to fight a guy in his underwear with a
road
road
flare.
flare.
Yeah, no. Especially
never-
two lit road flares.
I've never shot bear spray. Like, do you get some range, or is it like instant mist in front of you? Or
Oh,
does
no.
it
It
squirt?
it squirts.
A good one.
squirts?
Yeah.
You get some like,
regular
10
bear spray will squirt a pretty good stream a long way.
like the mosquito spray. Oh, I'll probably go then with that bear spray, because then I could probably make the person really unhappy and then get up on them and like beat the shit out of them.
I don't know, man. I've seen videos of people like PCP get maced and keep going. I've never seen a video of a guy on PCP on fire and keep going.
I have to admit that the
That's fair.
flaming smoke screen.
That's true. I'm
There's
just
some
hoping that
big
that
advantage-
range
there's
would
some big
like
advantages to
give me
that.
an advantage of some kind.
Yeah,
So
but-
that's what I'm gonna go with.
Yeah.
Yeah, the road flare's pretty hard to beat when shit goes sideways.
Yeah. Unless they know really good jujitsu, I've got pretty good faith that if it's hand to hand, I'm gonna get that road flare on them, and it doesn't take long to ruin their day. Yeah.
Okay, so we got 2 for road flare, 1 for bear spray. God, I was just curious if
Unless we go back to the experiment, if bear spray is flammable, the answer is both.
the answer.
Dude,
It's gotta
I
be
think that's a
flammable,
new
right?
market.
Is it
You know,
an
and you
aerosol?
sell it in a 2-pack, right? Right as you rip the flare off, it immediately strikes it, and then you just like,
Yeah.
right there. Yeah.
Yeah, I would expect it is.
We're gonna find. If anybody knows whether bear spray or they have seen any YouTube videos,
Save
please
us
don't make it your
yeah.
own. Send us a link because we want to know how flammable bear spray is. Or if you don't have a link, we're gonna find out. We probably will not post the video, but
If you see a video with us with no eyebrows,
you'll know what happened.
yeah. So, with all these in mind, hope you've enjoyed our Would You Rathers. If you have any suggestions, like drop them in the comments. Maybe we'll start like putting these at the end of podcast or something like that. That would be fun.
I think doing one of these at the end of a podcast makes
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense.
So,
Yeah.
Matt
I
Wilson,
look forward
thank
to
you.
what you guys write in.
Yeah.
If you have any suggestions for Would You Rather, we would be
Mhm.
be interested in that. And keep your road flares dry.
Yeah, and
And
remember,
even if you don't, they still light.
pack socks.
Pack socks. Keep your road flares dry.
Yeah. Oh man, I need a T-shirt. Take
If you
extra
travel
stuff.
with a bonehead, make sure there's some elevation.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
some drop.
Take them to see a view.
All right. Bye.
Even Indiana has a Grand Canyon.
You've wasted another perfectly good hour listening to the Blue Ridge Bonfire. Shop our gear at BlueRidgeOverlandGear.com, where sissies are as welcome as a nail in the tire. Get equipped, get organized. I'll see you there.